Steve, you had a kid out at the weekend, or Sunday it was actually, Jake Barton, picking up a great win in spectacular style.
Yeah, it was. I was out, so I didn't watch it. But Sean Cairns, his training partner, sent me a copy of the clip which he'd filmed on the streaming it was on, and I had to watch it 3 times before I could see the actual shot. It was like one of those where you think the referee might have knocked him out because you didn't spot it the first time you seen it, but it was a fantastic knockout, and it was against a good kid. You know, it was probably a fight that you wouldn't take under normal circumstances because Jake's a kickboxer and not much experience, and he was fighting a kid who was 7-0 and undefeated, and you know, Jake's been eased along, and to chuck him in like that, if it wasn't for the circumstances of if you don't fight him you probably won't be getting a fight, we wouldn't have took it. So to get a second round knockout and in the style he did was fantastic.
And his first knockout as well.
Yeah.
So it was all the pressure was on him in the sense that, like I say, I don't think he fought anyone even with a win, and to step straight up from that to a guy with 7 wins and no losses.
Yeah, he was fighting durable kids, wanted just to get some experience in the rounds under him. So you know, when you do fight someone who comes to win, it leaves the openings, which he found, and as I say, it was a cracking shot. The kid went straight down. Thankfully he got up and everything was okay, so ended up you know, worth the risk, wasn't it? You know what I mean? It was fantastic, and we can move Jake on now. Yeah.
But, and on that same night, not one of our fighters, but almost, because he's fought on our shows that many times, we had Ben Fields challenging for his first title in the Midlands area, and I was just looking back, I did a chat with him yesterday, and 10 times he's fought on the VIP shows.
Right, and probably won 5 of them. Man, he's been a bit of upsetter for us there, but you know, he's perfect for what you'd call really good kids who've got to beat Ben if they're going to move on to things. To test with, you know, where he's come from, his background and everything, it's a great story. I was made up for him, and you know, big ups for Clifton Mitchell and the people who supported him to doing that show, because I don't think that I've got many buys on the streaming, and you know, the expense of doing it and putting it all together and the filming, he could have lost 50,000 quid quite easily on that show. So I'm sure it wouldn't have been Clifton, but you know, it just shows you that there's a massive risk in doing these shows, and
that audience's boxing can't survive.
Yeah, it's so difficult. I mean, you understand BT are sponsoring, no, not sponsoring, supporting Queensberry to do their shows, and Sky are supporting Eddie and Matchroom to do their shows. So you know, they're going into it. They've got a big wedge behind them to put the shows together. These people who are doing it, I've seen Kieran Farrell's doing one now. Unless he's got a sponsor who's chucking him a load of money, he's going to do 30, 35, 40 grand plus, and you know what I mean? And it's like, wow, it's wow. So big ups for them for doing it, but I just don't see the logic at all.
No. But starting with that, because Jake Best won at the weekend, he's actually going to be on this Saturday's show on Sky Channel 192.
Yeah. I mean, we've done it for the last couple of weeks on 192, and they've gone against, shall we say,
big TV shows.
Yeah, live shows where people don't know the results. So I've been told from the channel showcase that the numbers that they used to get on the fight nights are no different from what we're getting, so that's good. So I'm hoping this week, when there's no boxing at all, that the numbers will go up for them, and that'll be good, and hopefully convince them to give us some live dates when the boxing gets back and started. But you know, it was a good show this week. When you say Jake Best, it's Jake Barton who had his best win. So actually Jake's on it this week. So it's the show that we did in Ellesmere Port, where unfortunately the top of the bill, Mason Cartwright, got beat by Danny Barr. But it's a great, exciting fight. So if people haven't seen it, that's worth tuning into. And then you've got Matty Fagan, who had a good fight, and Masha Dodds as well. So there's some people that people will know, definitely worth watching.
Yeah. I like Frank Bonner. I did to see Frank talking about Mark Ephraim. Tommy Ephraim.
Yeah, his dad. I actually seen an interview where he apologised for it yesterday. It was quite funny, yeah.
Alright then, listen, look forward to that. So that's Sky Channel 192 this Saturday, 9 o'clock, is it, till 11?
That's right, yeah, and hopefully we should have some news soon on Josh Warrington. I'm waiting for Eddie to confirm we've got a fight for him, which is what we're desperate for, to get him out there. Marc Leach, we're waiting on a little number on him, which hopefully should be announced very soon. And obviously it's out now from the Boxing Board of Control that Reece Mould's down to fight for the vacant British title against Jordan Gill. So with a little bit of luck, we'll get that on the undercard with Josh Warrington. So hopefully there'll be some big announcements for the VIP lads soon, and all the kids from VIP who's waiting for dates. We're just waiting for the button to be pressed for the government to let some crowds back in there, and the boxing boards to reduce their stance on how we have to have testing and isolation at the moment. But as soon as that, I've got dates on hold all over the country ready to go.
Right, that's one, Steve.
Cheers, Lee. Thank you.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.